Today, we're going to be taking a look at how to elevate your tabletop RPG sessions. Literally. Let's do it. What's going on, Leets and Geeks? We're back at it. Your boy Servants in the hizzy. And today, we're going to be taking a look at combat risers. So these are accessories for your combat terrain. So if you get into miniatures and things like that, these represent elevation. So, as I said, it elevates your tabletop RPG session by representing whatever you have on the map in vertical as well as horizontal. So it really makes it more 3D. We're going to take a look at two products. There are two risers from CZYY, but they operate differently. And so it depends on what you need these combat risers for. We'll take a look at them here one by one. And don't forget that links for these will be down in the description, and stay to the end so you can get in on the question of the vid, because I like to hear from you. So let's get this party started right now and roll that transition. And first up is the multi-level combat riser. So you have 4 different panels that represents 4 different levels. You have the base, and then you have 2 poles, 2 of these metal poles, the longer ones. Then you have 3 of the mid ones and 3 of the very short ones. And you can set this up in multiple different ways. This thing is extremely flexible. So if you like that real 3D space, then this is the one for you. Now, I think that this excels at when you have multiple objects in the air or in space. Like, for example, a space combat, when you've got 3, 4, maybe even 5 different ships coming at you. Okay, that's good. Or you have multiple flying objects, whether that be people or animals or vehicles or whatever, in the air. This is where this excels. So let me go ahead and let's take a look at this right here. Okay, so this here, as you can see, I got the 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll turn it sideways so you guys can kind of see it. So you see the 4 different levels here, right? This is the base. And like I said, there are 2 of these, and there's 3 of these, and then there's like 3 of these other shorter ones here. And you can use this like in multiple different ways, y'all. You can take one of these and put it over here, and then take one of these and put it in the middle, and or put one of these and attach it to this one like I did here and put it in the middle, and take another one, because I do have more than just these, right? There's more. So there's more of these metal bars that you can put all over the place on this base. And this is super cool in that regard. So if you get into that, like if you're using miniatures or anything like that to represent that, this is going to shine. And again, you can set this up however you want to set it up. And this is what is so cool about this thing, is that you don't have to make this complicated. You know, for some people, this might be a little bit too much. Really, you don't really need to make this complicated. Take it, set it up here, and then when you want to move, count the spaces. There are 1 inch by 1 inch squares. We're all used to that. And just move it. And that's it. But instead of just moving horizontally, now, like I said, you got that 3D space. And so you can move vertically as well. So these mid ones are 2 inches. These shorter ones are 1 inch. And then the extra long ones, that's 4 inches. So you can use the 1 inch ones. So if you need it for 3 inches, you can use a 1 inch and a 2 inch. You need 5 inches, you use a 4 inch and a 1 inch, so on and so forth. And I can raise this up as high as I want to go. So if you can say, okay, each inch is, I don't know, let's just say each inch is just 10 feet for right now. So let's say we're in the stratosphere here on Earth, right? So this one right here that I've got set up, this one right here is 80 feet. So it represents 80 feet. So if you got multiple characters or something flying, this right here is going to do you. And like I said, the first thing that came to my mind was this is great for like when you have multiple spaceships and stuff out there. So you can put a map down and have the map be the actual space itself, just to give you that immersion, man. And then you could take your spaceships, if you're using miniatures or something like that, and just set them wherever you want to set them, man. So yeah, this combat riser right here, this is great. Like I said, it's super flexible to set it up however you want to set it up. You've got one hole in the middle and then one hole in the corner, and you can just go ham setting it up however you want to set it up with the multiple levels. So this is the multi-level riser right here for your combat needs. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know about the RPG Elite membership, the Elite Division. It is now in full effect. Pretty excited about this because, well, I'm always excited because I get to make more content for you guys. And there are 3 tiers. And so you got the support crew, you get emojis and badges, and you got the elite operative where you get extended and exclusive content. And then you got the command unit where you get cinematic gameplay, and it got a whole bunch of other stuff over there. I mean, I can't even remember all the stuff, and I wrote it down. So if you want to know more about the Elite Division and how you can get in on this, just go ahead, hit the link down in the description. It's easy. It'll say Elite Division, and they'll give you a big fat link, and just click on that bad boy. Look at the different tiers, see what you like, and if you like what you see, go ahead and join the Elite Division today. Trust me on this. We got a lot of good content and things coming up behind the scenes, and well, you never know, I just might add a couple more other things in the future. So hit that link down in the description. Join the Elite Division today. All right, y'all, back to the video. All right, next on the list, folks, we have the single platform combat risers. We have 2 different sizes for this, and this is something that you want to use when it's real simple. You got like one thing flying in the air, whether it be a character or a vehicle or a creature or whatever, or at the most 2. Let's go over here. So what you have here is, like I said, these are single combat risers, and it's hard to see. They're made of acrylic. This smaller one is 1 inch by 1 inch. You can set this right on your map and then just kind of like move it just like this on your map. Makes it real simple, right? Then you have the larger one. This one here has a 2 inch by 2 inch base, and it has these numbers on the side. Both of them do. They have these numbers on the side, and it goes up from like 1 to 9,999. And it just depends on which one that you're marking, because you're going to use these markers, either red or black. It really doesn't matter. You use your red or black marker and you kind of fill it in on the side here. And then if they go down in elevation or go up in elevation, you just wipe that off because this is an erasable marker, and you put in the new elevation by coloring it in with the marker. And then that's it. And you just set it down and set it on top of there. Very simple. So again, this is good for when you are using a map and you only got like that one character who's flying in the air. You know those characters, or maybe 2, but you're gonna have to do some things in terms of, you know, since the base is bigger and it's a 2 inch by 2 inch, so you'll have to figure out how to move this thing 1 inch to 1 inch, you know what I mean? But other than that, man, these are the simpler ones, much simpler. So when you want to go real simple and just have that 1 or 2, use these combat risers. When you want to go multiple and you got multiple things flying in the air, then of course you're going to use the multi-tiered combat riser. And as I said, links for this will be down in the description for both of these, if this is your flavor. And if you're going to have visual representation, you might as well go all in. These are extremely affordable, so you might as well just slap that bad boy on the table and go on about your business. Hey, if you got any value out of this video today, could you do me a solid? Could you do a brother a solid? You know, I'm working over here for you, y'all. So can you do me a little kind and give me a little bit of YouTube algorithm love? and smack, crush, and do everything else that you can to annihilate that like button. Also, if you want to stick around, I come out with videos every Tuesday and some other things that we have planned that are coming up, man. I'm about to go ham. I'm serious, y'all. I am about to go ham. So if you don't want to miss any of this stuff that I got coming up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, because that's how we do it here. So obviously, to use these combat risers, you're going to have to be into miniatures of some kind. Like I have the paper ones from Marvel. I also have some that I've actually just done myself from cats on Patreon. And, you know, I've got the 1-inch base, round bases and everything, and they work out just fine for me. I have no problem with those. Some of y'all like to get all up in it by painting all of your stuff and all the rest of that. All right, do your thing, man. I think that stuff is fantastic, and it just shows the artistic work of everybody. Now, for some of y'all don't get into miniatures at all. There's nothing like that. So the question of the vid is, why or why not don't you use miniatures in your tabletop RPG sessions? Like, give an explanation. Let's go back and forth here with the pros and the cons in the comments down below. I want to see this, man. I want to see the arguments that go back and forth here. So let's do that and go at it, y'all. Be cool about it, but go at it and go ham in the comments. And that's going to do it for me, y'all. So that means time to do my snagglepuss.
So exit, stage left.
Hey, you got a game going on this week? Then happy gaming, y'all. I pray it is an RPG Elite session. So in the meantime, between time, take a gander at this video right here. But me, I got to go because I told you I'm going ham, y'all. I'm going to make another video right after this one. Until next time, God willing, your boy Servant has got to say peace. 5,000 Leets. I'm gone.